Hey, what's happening guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we have the Avantree 2018 model of Bluetooth headset. And this thing by far has become my favorite budget Bluetooth headset of 2018. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So once again, this is the 2018 model. They had something previously, but this thing has lower latency, better quality, and it has the Bluetooth aptX format, so it sounds much better than other Bluetooth headphones out there, and they do. You could say I'm a big fan of this type of design of headphones because it's very simplistic, it's lightweight, and it's very durable, and it's definitely very flexible as well. Basically how this works is you get the headband, you get the headphones, and a simple rail system that's definitely not going to break anytime soon, alongside the mounting points being simple metal pieces that are going to hold everything together very, very nicely. And this type of design actually has some scalability, so depending on how you put it on your head and how much you adjust it, it will actually adjust how much clamping power and how snug it's going to fit on your head. And we'll talk about the comfort in just a bit here. But if we go ahead and take a look at the design here, it doesn't show very clearly on the website, but it has this very nice looking granite texture. It doesn't feel like granite or stone, but it has a very smooth texture on top. It feels like a matte finish, but it looks like a granite stone texture, which looks pretty cool. On the bottom here, I got a microphone, which will have a sample test in just a bit here. The headphone jack, not a headset, so when you do plug in the headphones, they'll only work as headphones, not a headset. And you have NFC, which is something you don't usually see on a lot of headphones, which is pretty impressive. And if you're wondering, these things are currently going for around $70 US, which is pretty nice. And right under this flap, you got your micro USB charging port for charging this thing, and you can expect around 35 to 40 hours of battery life, which is pretty impressive, but that is the standard for Bluetooth headphones, so nonetheless pretty good. You have your controls for volume up and down, as well as the answer call button, power on button, pairing, and pause and play. So you can simply hold that down and we'll go into pairing mode. You got the flashing light right there. It's not too bright, it's not too crazy, it's not pointing forward, it's pointing outward, so it's not going to be annoying when you're using it at night and it's just shining on your phone, like some other Bluetooth headphones. Right over here you have a rubber piece, which I don't know what it does, but it does look very nice and it adds a lot to the overall look. The main mechanism looks like it is reinforced, and it also has the same kind of texture for the bottom, and overall it is a pretty nice looking headset that has that professional look to it, which I really like. And if you're wondering, yes, this is a foldable pair of headphones. And now let's go ahead and talk about the comfort level, starting off with the earpads. The earpads here feel pretty awesome. In fact, they are very lightweight, there's a lot of breathability, and if you're wondering, yes, they are replaceable, which is pretty awesome. It helps in longevity if you ever want to replace the earpads or clean them, and yes, it does have some foam on the actual speaker, so if your ear does touch the bottom of the headphones, it's going to actually feel much softer than some other headphones that don't have foam. And if you happen to be someone who has a pair of Brainwaves earpads, then you can actually install them, but not the way you'd expect. These ones are actually too large for the headset. In fact, they actually can engulf the whole earpad, which can be beneficial, but again, they're not very secure. You can easily take them out. At this time, I don't have any small earpads that can fit this thing, so until I do, I'll have another video on them later on. And once again, these leather earpads from Brainwaves feel pretty awesome, but again, they're too big, but you can kind of make them work, and they do feel pretty amazing. But anyways, back to the original earpads, they feel pretty great, they're very soft, and the overall material feels pretty good. And now moving on to the headband, it doesn't have anything special. It has a simple foam padding, but overall, it feels pretty lightweight. It's pretty great, and I have no complaints in terms of the headband or the earpads. For what they are very comfortable. And lastly, in terms of comfort, the clamping power here, it's perfect. It's definitely not going to crush your skull. It feels really comfortable. And depending on how much you adjust these, they're going to have more or less clamping power. And overall, you can definitely wear these for a long periods of time without having too many issues. Now you're probably asking, do they have noise cancellation? Do they isolate sound? Well, you could probably tell from how they look, they are not going to isolate any major sound. People around you in a quiet room, they're most likely going to be able to hear what you're hearing if your volume is set to high. But of course, once you are playing something or listening to something, most of the outside sound, you're probably not going to hear it. Which brings us to the audio quality. How is the audio quality? What's the sound profile like? How do these compare to other Bluetooth headphones, as well as the wired connection? Well, these have more of a boomy sound. It kind of feels like it has a slight V shape or a U shape because these sound very clean. In fact, the high end and the low end, everything sounds very crisp, even at high volumes. In fact, I had this thing maxed out and the speakers were easily able to keep up. There is no lag in terms of latency, so if you're watching a movie or a video, you're not going to have any lip syncing issues, and they have some very minimal hissing in the background. Just the slightest amount, which you're most likely not even going to hear unless you're looking for it. And yeah, what can I say? These things actually sound pretty fantastic. In fact, they have the qualities of a wired headset, which is pretty amazing. And that's probably thanks to the aptX codec. How is the cable? Well, it sounds just exactly how it sounds when you have the Bluetooth headset connected. Same sound profile, the V shape / U shape. And before we go ahead and conclude the video, here's an audio sample of the microphone. It sounds pretty okay. It's not going to win any awards. I probably wouldn't use this headset for anything other than phone calls.
Hello, this is a microphone test for the Avantree 2018 model headset. It sounds pretty great in terms of audio quality, but in terms of the microphone, it sounds pretty meh. So, it's okay for phone calls, definitely not for gaming. Moving on.
And finally, the conclusion. What do I think about this pair? Should you get it? And are they worth the price point? well, I could definitely give these my Kommando stamp of approval. They feel and sound pretty fantastic. It's got just enough clamping power that even if you're in the gym and running, these are not going to fall off. The earpads and the headphones are so soft it kind of feels like you have a cloud. They weigh around 172.5 grams, which is pretty lightweight for a pair of headphones. These are going to definitely make it to my top 5 budget Bluetooth headphones of 2018 once I am finished reviewing all the headphones that I have. And once again, it's currently going for around $70 and it comes with this nice little carrying case. It can put the headset in without having to fold it up, and that is a pretty awesome value. It's a nice carrying case, and again, you don't have to fold the headset like some other headphones. And that is pretty much it for this video, so thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed this video and found it helpful, hit that like button and subscribe and comment like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.